I'm running around. It'll be good.
Which craft fair?
It was start on the street in Worcester.
Oh, start on the street.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our second annual marketing pitch competition. Yay! So we have a nice little lineup that I want to go over. Hope everyone grabbed this on their way in just to see what we've got going. But I want to give a few extra words or ability for others to speak because this was very, very much a collaborative event to make happen. Between AMA and the entrepreneurship program, along with the support of SOM, we were able to take Deborah Harsh's her dream and move it one step further. And so we're even looking forward to next year to making it even better. So the people involved, I would really like them to just say a few words, and they're on your list here. And then we have a wonderful guest, Holly, who is one of Holly. Sorry. Exactly. Yeah. And so he will share some inspiration, and then we'll get into the pitches. The pitches will be in order as they are here, and a few housekeeping rules. So these are not to beat you with; they're to tell you when it's time to stop. Okay, so we have.
And she beat you with them.
So we have Tori McKay here, who will be our MC. And her main responsibility is keep us on track, keep us on time, because I'm sure we all want to get out of here and go home and see our dogs. Especially me. So I will be doing the timing. I will put up a 1, and hopefully you'll see it too, but that's going to be what she's really watching, that you have 1 minute left. And then I will say stop with my paddle here, and Tori, if you are still speaking, is going to have to cut you off. As I've talked to all of our participants, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's it. Okay? You got to condense this and say everything in 5 minutes. Then we'll turn it over to the judges for an additional 5 minutes of questions. And judges, it's going to be the same thing. You're just going to get the stop. All right? So we got to just keep this going because, like I said, we have quite a few participants tonight. So what I would like to do is first I would like to thank all the collaboration that we've had. The AMA and anyone here who is part of AMA, thank you so much. And from the top, well, I don't know top, but from the person that really brought AMA to entrepreneurship was Amanda Edson. And I want to give her a big thank you and a big shout out. Because she started putting this workshop thing together back in January or so, and I said, you know what? We can partner so we can get our pitchers, our marketing pitchers, just get them one step closer, get them a little bit more information. So she put together, I think it was 10 different workshops. Tim ran one, Professor Holly ran one, and to be in this, you had to go to at least 2. And then you had to meet with me for some really one-on-one intense training, and I don't think anyone walked out crying too bad after I got done with them. Yeah, I think you guys all survived. So I want to thank AMA and Amanda for sure. I also, well, we'll get to the sponsor of this wonderful award in a few minutes, but I do want to bring up Amanda and let her share a few of her thoughts too.
Little something together for this. Okay, so this
That doesn't look little. No,
I know. This was just all my notes. Tim Halley knows my jumble mind. So, for many of you that are familiar with AMA, our mission at AMA Clark University has always been to empower and inspire the next generation of marketing leaders by providing them with the tools, resources, and the opportunities to grow. The marketing pitch embodies this exact mission. And through this competition, we've seen our students evolve from learners to leaders, from observers to doers, and they've tackled real marketing problems, devised strategic solutions, and presented their ideas with confidence and professionalism. I'm especially proud to acknowledge the hard work of all of our participants who have shown remarkable dedication and ingenuity for their projects. It's been a privilege for AMA to mentor some of these exceptional entrepreneurs and future marketers. Witnessing their journey from the initial brainstorming session, which was a little hectic, to these very polished pitches, which the judges will soon see, it's been an incredibly rewarding experience. And I would really like to thank the judges who are here today, and thank you for lending us your time, your expertise, and your insight. Your willingness to participate in this event and provide constructive feedback to our students is greatly appreciated. I must also extend a special thank you to Teresa Quinn, our Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program Manager. Teresa, your hard work, dedication, and mentoring has been instrumental in making this competition a reality. Your guidance has not only helped shape the structure and success of this event, but has also provided invaluable support to our participants. Your commitment to fostering an environment of learning and growth is truly inspiring. So I want to thank everyone for being here today, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
All right. Again, like I said, very collaborative. And then we have to have the support of SOM. And so Andrea Aiello was here from SOM, and I'd just like her to say a few words too. So, yes. She is the Associate Dean of the School of Management.
So I don't have a whole lot more to add. I mean, I think Amanda really covered and checked a lot of the boxes for certain. Again, judges, thank you so much for your time. I know our dean would have been here himself tonight, but he's actually the president's house at another event. So we kind of divide and conquer and try to get to as many of these events as we possibly can to show our support and how much it means to us to see all the work that's been put into these events. And we can't be prouder of our students. We were just at an event, 2 nights ago, where our students were just shining, outshining, I have to say, Holy Cross, WPI, Nichols College students. It was a true thrill, but it's a thrill for me to be here, to watch your pitches. And again, thank you for your time. Good luck to all of the students. Thank you to Teresa for all of her commitment to all of you and what you do. And of course, our sponsor. So thank you.
Well, that was a very good segue into our sponsor, Deborah Harsh. You get to come up here and speak. Tell us about it. This woman is amazing. I got to meet her, what has it been now, 3 or 4 years ago?
Yes.
And she was a judge at our clerk tank that we're going to have tomorrow. And I'm just in awe of her all the time. And then last year she came to me and she said, let's do something with marketing because that's my thing. And that's her thing. And so take it away.
So every year I've been involved with Eureka Project and Clark Tank since 2015. First year as a mentor, and then most years after that as a judge, just because I was in the Goldman Sachs program in 2016 and I couldn't balance both. And I loved doing the judging part, but I did not do it for 2 years, so I have a 2-year sabbatical in there. It is so incredible. I get to work with a lot of these students. In January I come in, in February, somewhere in there, I do a whole thing about marketing and the intricacies of marketing and this notion of being integrated and interconnected and making it power like a wheel, not something where you're doing this and not getting anywhere. And then I get to hear their pitches. We talk about their businesses and where they want to go. And I'm very fortunate that quite a few of the students keep up. Max and I have a chat every once in a while. He was the winner last year. To see how's the business going, what's it doing, how are you growing it, how are you powering it. So at the end of the day, marketing is about bringing in business. Marketing is 6 to 9 months ahead of sales, so if you're not doing your job on the front end, the back end's hurting. And without sales, you don't have a business, so there's nothing. It's great to watch the students really get in their jam, in their space, and I wanted to do this as separate from doing the Shark Tank, because that's about pitching a whole business. This is a piece of the business that helps power the business. So I wish all of the participants good luck, and I'm excited to hear everything. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to introduce Tori again, and I'm going to turn it over to her to have the judges introduce themselves, and you guys have to stand up and turn around.
Hi everyone, I'm so grateful to be the MC of this event today. I'm always amazed by the creativity and drive and determination of my fellow Clarkies and the amazing businesses I'm able to see at Clark Pop-Ups and just in general by word of mouth. And so let's hear it from the judges.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm going first. Hello, everyone. Some of you that are in the Clark Tank class might recognize me. I actually spoke back in January about marketing for entrepreneurs, so how perfect is that? My name is Tara Ostromacki. I am the founder and CEO of Making It Marketing, which is a creative and adaptable marketing firm based right in Worcester, Massachusetts. So we do a lot of awesome things, from social media marketing to website design, logos, you name it, we do it. Kind of like Tim, but you know, we're friends, so it's cool. It's cool.
There's enough to go around for everyone.
There really is, and
Yeah,
our specialty is construction companies, staffing companies, and casinos/hospitality. So that's really the direction that we're going in this year, and I'm excited to experience continued growth because, like a lot of you guys, I started this business in college, and I did not think it would be my full-time job as soon as it was, which was like 4 months after I graduated. So here I am today. I'm excited to hear all of your pitches.
Hi everybody, I'm Jim Keogh. I'm the Associate Vice President for Communications here at Clark. I am humbled to be with two real hardcore marketers. I am not a hardcore marketer. I'm a communicator though, and I do love the idea of this competition. I think that I'm so looking forward to hearing what you have to say, and I really feel badly about having to judge you, but I'm going to judge you. I am a graduate of Holy Cross, and I really was happy though that Clark won the competition last night. So again, I'm humbled
Big
twice.
time.
Hi everybody, my name is Max Bieber. I'm the founder of a company called Bellwether and the former founder of a company called Brew, which I think most people here would know me for. Was fortunate to be on Shark Tank in 2018 and led that company over 5 years to an acquisition in 2020 when I was able to step back and continue my entrepreneurial journey towards other companies, one of which is now a marketing agency that helps direct-to-consumer brands advertise their products by using their existing social values as opposed to other concession-based initiatives. And so we do a lot of work in marketing. We do a lot of research regularly in terms of understanding effective marketing strategies and effective marketing communication. And like my fellow judges here, I'm very excited to hear your presentations and offer you guys feedback so you can take it into the real world and you know, hopefully make your companies more successful.
All right, and now we're going to hear it from
Tim
Tim Halley. So, Halley.
Tim.
It's okay, despite my last name being McKay, because it's M-A-C capital K-A-Y, I often get Mackie. I'm not sure where that comes from.
Yeah.
There
That's
we
like
go.
the South Park character.
Maybe that's why.
I think that is why. But anyhow. Good evening, everyone. Pleasure to see so many familiar faces. I'm Tim Halley. I'm the co-founder of a creative agency here in Worcester called Monk. Also, for some of you students, you probably know me better as Professor Halley right here on campus. I teach a class every Wednesday, 6 to 9, called Art of the Pitch. Ironically enough, or I guess that's not irony, but going to hear some pitches tonight, so I'm really excited. And then on top of that, too, the business, professoring. This year, kind of some new ventures. I'm on the board of directors of two awesome, one of which is a foundation and one of which is an awesome local nonprofit. So community is a huge part of what we do as well. Teresa asked me to come speak tonight, and I was like, you texted me, and I was just like, sure, why not? I don't really know what she wants me to talk about, but apparently I'm supposed to like hype you guys up. How much do you want me to talk?
Get that
Short-
sign ready.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Short and sweet? Okay.
Hype them
Okay.
up.
I'm cool with that. I'm better with that. We'll put it this way, guys, right? Funny.
It was, Holly, it was.
Yeah. Short and sweet, that's good. Yeah, let's get the show on the road, right? You don't need to hear from me. But point being, guys, you know, I will say first thing, I came into this program in 2022 fall. I graduated in 2019, and that was your first semester as director of the entrepreneurship program, where it was then to where it is now is like worlds apart. Seriously, you guys don't understand how awesome of an opportunity you guys have within the entrepreneurship department. The opportunities available to you guys were not available to my class. And that's all thanks to Teresa. You've genuinely done an amazing job. And just to be an alum and to be a professor and to come back and give back is just such an honor. But when it comes to marketing, you know, there's this relationship that I battle with in my head. You know, what's the relationship between branding and marketing, right? There's these two synonymous terms that people often equate to the same thing. Oftentimes with our creative agency, we do a lot of brand strategy work. We're very much brand believers, but when it comes to marketing these days, I feel like a lot of it really sucks. But the reason is because it's trying to feel like marketing, right? I believe that the best form of marketing is actually just telling a story, right? We talk about it in my class. My class is called Art of the Pitch. I really hate the word pitch. I cross it off on the board. To me, a really good pitch is a very compelling story with a specific ask or objective in mind. So as you guys are going on your journey, just understand that this beautiful thing called entrepreneurship is one of the most evolutionary and incredible journeys you could go on. I know you guys can absolutely attest to that. It's not even about the revenue, it's not about the numbers, it's about the person you get to become because of it, right? So all of you guys coming up here and presenting tonight, you're brave, it's courageous, you're gonna do fantastic. And again, if you ever need any help with anything along the road, I'm here to be a resource and a mentor. Let's hear some awesome pitches tonight. Thank you guys so much. Was that succinct?
Actually, it was pretty short for Professor.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the pitches, you know?
Yeah, let's do it. So, I am going to turn it over to Tori, and she is going to bring us up one at a time.
Yep. All right, I'm so excited to get this awesome show on the road. Let's hear it for our very first presenter, Kumar.
And a side note that I might not have said, this is being live streamed, so text your friends to watch you. Yeah.
Hi, good evening everybody. Thanks for coming. So my presentation today is on Cybex. Cybex is a baby stroller company. They produce baby car seats, baby stroller and carrier. So take an example of Emily, who is a new mom and she has a new baby and she lives in New York. And so she wants, after the baby born, she wants to again have an active lifestyle and feel the city, feel the city again, the energy of the city. So, but she's struggling because she has a newborn baby. So that's why Cybex comes in a picture. So it's a German brand company. It's in Europe and it's a top 2 brand in Europe. So they want to capture the US market. They want to enter the US market. So how it's different from its competitor due to its design, safety and functionality. Design and safety, they have won around 450 plus awards in design with Red Dot Design, which is given for the Best Excellence Award for the design. And safety, they have achieved ADAC Safety Industry Standards awards they have got. And functionality, it can be folded through one hand because suppose the mom has to carry the child or the cup, it can fold it, or it can be suppose it can be done, suppose they have a 2 child, so it can be easily function for both uses. So next slide. So what problem it solves? So because the Cybex wants to cater urban lifestyle and wants to make parenting journey delightful. So parents don't struggle with a child. So, and in urban, it's tough to maneuver because of the crowded places and very small space of street. So that's why Cybex tries to solve that. So why Cybex wants to enter in US market? Because if you see the graph, by 2025, the stroller market size will be around $5.7 billion. So Cybex want to enter this market space to capture a market share in this. So they collaborated with DJ Khaled, who is a Grammy Award winner, but they collaborated with a male influencer, but majorly the audience which watches and uses stroller are female. If we can go to the next slide. As we can see, I was going through the Instagram of pages of Cybex. They conducted a live, mostly all were females viewers, and the content which they engage are mostly female. They create content and engage with the content with the Cybex of our females, and the comment we can see are mostly females. So their target audience is, they want to target urban parents who want a stylish stroller and who are safety conscious, and who want also design also wants, because they don't want to compromise its style. So market segmentation, from the data we have seen that around 25 to 44 age bracket are the major drivers of baby goods, and so we will be targeting majorly focus on that. And for above the 45 age, we have seen that grandparents gift their child, means to the son a gift as a strollers or anything. So, and we will target also 24 also, but we will not much target them. So we will be getting like lifestyle photos, using Instagram, UGC, user generated content, safety tips, and we will run targeted ads to reach parents. We will be collaborating with influencers. We're partnering with parenting influencers to build authentic endorsements. And we will be publishing articles, stroller and related to safety, design, and video tutorials, and user stories will be creating of the users, and we will be sharing the testimonials. And we will do partnership with lifestyle influencers. We will do unboxing reviews, and we will collaborating with fashion brands, health and wellness brands like Fitness Tracker. So we will be collaborating with them. We will do events and pop-ups.
Thank you so much for such an incredible presentation. I really hope this is able to take off. Let's give a round of applause for Kumar.
5 minutes of questions.
Let's hear it from the judges.
Okay, so my first question to you is, you mentioned doing some like Facebook ads to target
Yes.
people. Have you also considered doing any sort of Google ads or other types of advertisements with like paid ads?
Yes. As on the market segmentation, as we saw, that major baby stroller they use product which they buy are from 25 to 44 age, and 45 plus age are for the gifting purposes. So specifically we will be targeting Instagram ads and Facebook ads, because the audience are there, and we will do Pinterest also for inspiration, and we will because people want to explore and search. So we will be going using Google ads also, and Facebook ads. We will be implementing in pixels to track with whoever influencer we are collaborating. So we can track the metrics, how much post engagement they have.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Kumar, I have a question for you. You mentioned user-generated content, and you also mentioned hashtags. They're both just one-line bullets on your slides. Could you
Yes.
please talk about how you plan to get user-generated content and how you plan to use it? And then also, what did you mean by just the one-line hashtags?
User-generated content, we will be creating a contest, like monthly post contest, and they will be posting with the Cybex stroller. And so we will be posting their content, sharing the content like which I showed in our Instagram share, that we will be reposting their photos, so that user generated content, so people are engaged. And so we will be collaborating with influencers also, so which will help them generate more content. And yes.
As the only person on this panel of grandparent age, I noticed one of your target audiences was grandparents. And I'm
Yes.
curious how you would work with influences for someone older. and someone maybe who's not using social media as much as a younger,
Yes.
as the parents themselves?
Yes. As the data shows that around Facebook, the older generations use Facebook much more. So we will be using Facebook, and we'll be collaborating with publishing the contents, articles in magazines. So where people see the ads of the stroller, and we will be getting a lot of educational contents also regarding strollers, and we will be collaborating with government agencies because to promote the awareness regarding the car seat safety.
Could you please give an example of one of the influencers you plan to use on Facebook to target the demographic?
In the previous photo which I showed, she was a sweat movement influencer. She has around 20K subscriber. So we will be using her, and she's a mom, and she created lots of content regarding parenting and after birth, what are the biological changes happen, and she created a lot of content regarding that. So people religiously follow her content, so it can help.
And then I've never heard of government agent like a partnership with a government agency in terms of cross branding or cross promoting. Could you just give some information on the precedent there, and if that's something that would be new, or if it's something that's been done before, and just a little bit more information?
As in such, will be become a brand face, like because car seats are important, baby car seats are important. So we will be as like press release, public PR, we will do PR and doing car seat, that we are a forefront of baby safety. It's our most important for us. So wherever we will be pitching to government that raise issues regarding awareness regarding car seat safety, and so we will be advocating for them, and so we will be.
Thank you.
Great, thank you so much once again. Now, I've just been told that for the rest of the presenters, I'm so sorry, we did not know this for you, that apparently there is a clicker on the podium for the presenters to use to continue their slides. Thank you for that. All right, so up next we have Chandraditya.
Hi, introducing Connect AI. I'm Chandraditya Ghosh, redefining reality using AI in the metaverse for endless virtual collaborations. Imagine a realm where virtual meeting feels as real as face-to-face encounters. Suppose we are sitting here and it's like we are sitting at our home and we can feel this. Imagine that. Reimagine. What is it? Picture being able to see yourself and interact with colleagues, friends, or classmates in lifelike situations. Here we talk about our mission, reimagining human connection through immersive experiences. Connect AI leverages cutting-edge technology to unite people across distances, fostering genuine connections in a digital world. Our target segments are B2B and B2C. In B2B, we talk about multinational companies, startup organizations, banks, global businesses, universities, colleges, and so on. In B2C, we target decision makers and executives, especially because those are the people who can get us the B2B consumers. We talk about early technology adopters, professionals and students aged 18 and above who are college goers. Now, this is a generalized marketing strategy which consists of advertising, sales, events, PR, direct marketing, personal selling, interactive marketing. But since Connect AI is a startup organization which is constrained in its marketing spends, so we'll be more objective in what we do. So here we talk about our marketing objective, which is increase brand awareness, drive consumer segment, customer generate leads and conversions, support sales growth, build brand loyalty, at the same time maximize the return on investment. Here we talk about the marketing strategy specifically for us. So here we host virtual reality demo experiences at technology conferences, trade shows, online events. We allow potential users to immerse themselves in a simulated Connect AI meeting environment. We also, through our website, we drive our social media. This is more user-generated content campaigns where we encourage users to create and share their experiences with Connect AI. We leverage user-generated contents to amplify the brand visibility and showcase diverse use cases as well. We also use social media of multiple types, say for example Insta, Facebook and others to drive our target and use hashtags specifically to reach our audience targets. We form strategic partnerships with influencers as well, collaborate with influencers specific to the segment that we are looking to in technology and remote workspace. We also endorse and promote Connect AI to increase brand credibility and reach. We also perform virtual events and webinars where we host events, webinars and workshops showcasing the capability of the company. We provide educational content on remote collaboration based practices. This is how we plan to implement our marketing strategy. First, we conduct the market research and analysis. We then analyze the key value propositions that it brings to the market, the host VR demo experience that take events and educational webinars. We launch campaigns at social media all across. We curate and amplify user-generated content specifically made by users and also which is shareable. We also collaborate on content creations with various creators. We gather feedback for refining strategies, analyze the performance, and adjust the strategies. Here we talk about the budget allocation a little bit. The total budget that we fix for our marketing spend is around 690,000. Among that, 400 is on financial investments, which consist of influencer, digital, event, and research development. Human capital consists of 230,000, while technological tools, which is very important in our case, is 60,000. This is the analysis of marketing effectiveness, by which we can understand how the marketing spends are working. So we talk about user acquisition, engagement metrics, conversion rates, brand perception, and return on investments. What is the outcome? There are two outcomes, short-term and long-term benefits. In short-term, it's increased sales, increased customer engagement, while in long-term, it's enhanced brand awareness, first-mover advantage, so sustainable growth. This is the projected cost and benefit by what we do. Like in financial investments that we do, the benefits that are visible are increased brand visibility and awareness, potential revenue growth. In influencer partnerships, that brings us authentic promotion to engaged audience, enhanced brand credibility. Digital advertising helps us in targeted reach to specific demographics, measurable performance metrics. Event sponsorships helps us to brand exposure to targeted audience, networking opportunities. R&D helps in innovative marketing strategies, competitive advantage. Technological tools are very important, helps in efficiency gains from automation.
Thank you so much for such an
you.
incredible Awesome.
Good job.
All right. Judges, what are your thoughts?
I had a question about your budget. Okay, I had a question about your budget, and how did you come up with your figures? What were your metrics to arrive at those values?
This one?
No, what you're going to put into right there.
Actually, we have derived this by understanding what we exactly would like to spend. Like in influencer partnership, we think that a certain number of influencer partnerships that we'll be doing, then digital advertising campaigns, what exactly amount of digital advertising campaigns and what are our target markets specifically. See, we don't target the whole world at the moment. We target the first world countries where we get the most early technology adapters. We also target the people on the businesses who would be able to get the technology on board. So we target big companies, MNCs, businesses. So that is about the financial investment and investment. Human capital is what we are having to implement. We might have a marketing manager, we have to have a developer, we have to have a content creator, some graphic designer for making the graphics, which is very important in catching the user attention. There should be a training and development team as well for training the people who would want to know about the product. Technological tools, which is the most important in our case, would be marketing automation software, which is like very important. How do we market? Also analytics tools and CRM softwares. I do not include the cost of the software that we build in this because that building of the software is not inclusive of the marketing cost.
So based on this budget, do you have any projections for like what the total gross revenue of the company would be? Because
I do. I couldn't include it here. I do.
Well, I'm just asking because typically like a company isn't supposed to spend more than like 7% of their entire revenue on their marketing. So is this around that ballpark?
It's
No.
much more.
It's
Actually,
much more,
actually,
okay.
this is a niche market that we are targeting.
Okay.
There is absolutely nobody who's there. There are companies like Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, and all those things. But those are like specifically how. I'll just take you here in a slide. I'll just show you this. Sorry. Imagine you were sitting like this at your home. The current market scenario is like this on the second picture left above. So when you are discussing something on a meeting, it's something like this where you don't feel, you can see each other, just the face, and you don't know what he is doing, where he is, nothing. But when we talk about this technological development in a metaverse situation, we talk of this, the third picture, where even if you're sitting at your home and you can connect, be in a office kind of situation. Imagine being at your home right now, and this event was being hosted here, and nobody is here, in person, but they can see the same thing. Imagine that. So this is what the perception that we are looking to build. I mean, what the software builds.
So I have a quick question. If you go to your target market slide,
Yeah.
you say it's B2B plus B2C.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
No.
So I want some more information on what your actual target segment is, because right here, business to business customers plus business to consumer customers, my understanding is every business in the world.
Yeah, I'll just explain it a bit. As I said, that our primary target is B2B, wherein we target multinational companies, startup organizations, bank, global businesses, universities.
Wait, so
of
that's
big
what I'm
kind.
saying. That's every company. Like if you say B2B companies, multinational plus startups plus blanks and universities, that's like I want one. Give me one persona. Like give me one use case for one specific target that you are going to try marketing to, because you can't market to the whole world. You got to pick a lane. And so like who specifically are you going to target first?
The world is moving towards a virtual world. People don't like going to offices. People don't like being in the offline classes. The world is moving, and it's moving very fast. The COVID actually has made us in a situation where people have just moved from offline classes, offline office situations to online classes, and it's actually everywhere that this applies to. In offices, even in banks, in organizations. So our target is B2B consumers for primary targets, but that is specifically to all around the world. But I mentioned B2C because as you can see, that's decision makers and executives. Why I mentioned that? Because they are the guys who can,
I think my question is more so that you're telling me your target market is decision makers, but I want to know who the decision makers are, and that's not what I'm hearing. I need to hear who are the actual decision makers.
The company CEOs, the executives who take the decisions for the businesses, whether they would like to, implement such kind of technologies. This actually will, save their cost as well. Say for a big organization, if they are having their offices, they are, going into a monthly recurring just for the rents and all, so they can, convert that.
It's
and
been
be
great
onto the
to hear from you. And this has been very, very cool, and I love the little animated pictures too. So let's get another round of applause. That was a perfect ending, didn't it? Right as we stopped right at the same time. All right, up next, let's hear for Pratima.
Hello everyone, my name is Pratima Sapagai. So I'm a co-founder and of one software company in Nepal. So here we again came with another idea, another startup. So along with me, there are my two partners. Who is one of them is Dr. Adarsh Kumar Singh, who is a physiotherapy at Vaidya Hospital, and another one is my colleague MD Samir Khan, who is leading the development team and everything. So imagine this, it's a busy morning and you are in an important meeting and you suddenly got a call from your loved one, and your loved one needs urgent medical attention. So now you are in dilemma, will you go to the clinic waiting in that crowded lines, and or what if I told you there's a better way. So welcome to Call for Care, where a simple call brings health to your doorstep seamlessly. So with our motto, Quick Call Health Install, we are transforming the healthcare delivery. So first let's look for the problem. So 1 month back I made this Google form and I asked some of them in my home country and some of them our own like Clark University professors to fill up this form. So over here I asked them the question, a lot of questions, but the problem was they don't, the 50% of them voted that they don't have time for their own personal health checkup and for their loved ones. So another thing is like they always 95% of them voted for like they always get frustrated waiting in long lines and taking that lengthy appointments in the hospital. So about the solution, so I again asked the other questions. So 85% of them wanted the health service that will directly come to your doorstep. You'll just call, give a one call and the doctor will just come to your doorstep. So this is the thing Call for Care do. So this is the solution. We are solving it. So let's move into the target market. So our target market can be consumer that can book a medical appointment for self or the other. The other one, people who needs 24-hour support and supervision, and illness or medical condition, people who needs 24-hour support and care. So when I go deep into this, so I have made only one persona for right now. She is Eva Chen, age 28, who lives in Boston, software engineer, and she is having she needs some medical needs. She's managing an anxiety disorder, and she finds struggle to take the therapy appointment due to her busy schedule, and she feels uncomfortable discussing about her mental health in a clinic. So she wants something that will be flexibility to her work, and she can get the comfort of her, sitting at home. She will feel comfortable talking to someone personally. So I also did the competitor analysis. So when I went to the Google and searched about what is the best health services company in Nepal. So the first one that came was Health at Home. So when I went to the website of it, so the website was good. Okay, so when I again went to the Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere, so I searched about it, and like this company was not even there. So they are not taking leverages of this technology. So right now everyone is in the phone using the Instagram, LinkedIn, so everything. So they are not taking the leverages of it. Another competitor, you can see Heal Home Care. So when I went to the Facebook page, you can see the 70K likes and 60K followers. So that's a huge, you can say a fan base or something. So when I went to the their post and everything, you can see the engagement, the customer engagement they're having, like 4 like, 1 like. There is no engagement at all. So marketing channel I'm trying to market is like first website item. So this is the design I built for my company. You can see the website, which is e-commerce. Also they will provide the services together. So you can see the app, 50 plus designs are there in the app. So I believe that visually appealing design and the user-centric design is very important nowadays. So here's the website I created. So marketing, that can be social media. You can make like that information type of graphic design and all. So another is SEO, content marketing, and SEO is very important in the business, I think. And we can, I believe that referral is very important in any of the business. So I have my own IT company. I got we have done 40 plus projects. You can't believe that we all got those projects from the referrals and connections. So we'll partnership with the doctor and all.
Thank you so much for such an incredible presentation. I really feel like so many people could benefit from this.
Yeah.
All right, let's give a round of applause. Let's hear from our judges. What do you think?
So I know you didn't have time to finish the last piece of the marketing part. So what you were kind of saying is you're planning on doing a lot of digital marketing, like content creation, social media stuff. Can you just expand on that a little bit and let us know if there's anything, because it does seem like you have, you talked about a 28-year-old, but this could also benefit someone who's 80. And if they're 80, they're most likely not on social media. So how do you plan to reach those types of customers as well?
Okay, so over here in the target market, you can see here, like I have written consumer that can book medical appointment for self or other. So if they are 80 plus and they can't use the app or website, right? So they don't know how to use. So what can we do is our generation, we know how to use the everything, every digital thing. So what we can do, we can book for them like physiotherapy. Example, like my mother is in Nepal. She always have the back problem, so she don't get time at all for to go to the hospital for physiotherapy. And what she have to do is she have to leave a whole day work to go to the to meet the doctor and go to that. To take the physiotherapy from the doctor. She can't go in the holidays because doctor will be not available at that time. So what can we do is we can just book for them like physiotherapy. Anyone in the family who knows how to use this kind of website and all, they can book for their loved ones.
So I have a question. I think your target market, it looks like you're targeting the entire world from this photo. Which I imagine you're not. So I want to know more information about that, because I think that you need to deduce this into something that's a little clearer, because I don't particularly understand the target market. I love the persona slide, but I don't understand I don't understand the target market from the slide before. I will also say, you did a competitive analysis, but I mean, just coming to mind as you're pitching, I'm thinking of a brand, I'm thinking of companies like ZocDoc, who I've used, and you can book immediate appointments online, you can book telehealth, BetterHealth, which is mental health care, right, which is virtual, Doctor on Demand, Solace, Forward, like all of these biotech companies which are promising to bring healthcare online and do, offer it digitally. I just want to understand how you differ from that, because I don't know that, I was surprised that such significant competitors in the space weren't mentioned.
Yeah. So right now we are trying to launch this system, this everything in Nepal. So over there we are trying to launch. Over there, if you see, you will not get this kind of services who is doing like the doorstep, like you can book the doctor at your home.
So
you can book.
If your target's in Nepal, then why is your persona a woman in Boston?
It was like a persona. It was not a real location I just kept like the girl. Just the location I kept the Boston, but that persona was based on my country. Like everything is this. I did this. I presented this. The business it's for that country. So for right now, we are just targeting that market. So over there, if you see the competitor, they are not doing. There are no services who are doing all of this. So we can stand out in front, like among them, very easily.
Yeah, I'm just jumping off from what Max said about it looked like the entire world is represented, and you were answering the question that you really were focusing on Nepal. I was wondering if though, if you are looking to expand, if you're going to take into account cultural, communicative differences, about how you market to different places, different countries.
So right now I just came here, like it's been 3 months. Now I'm going to research about these markets over here, because it's just a starting phase. It's been like 2 months since I started researching about I started doing the design and all everything. So now is the time I think to research about the American market or the international market. So now I research about it, and yeah, I will just plan the same way I planned for my country.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I truly see a lot of potential in this down the line. All right. Oh, yes. I wanted to let presenters know to be careful and mindful of where you're standing, because a few have been blocking the camera, so please just be aware of that. All right, up next we have Nicole.
Good evening. My name is Nicole Weiss, and I own Crafted, a small jewelry business on campus. Through Crafted, I design, hand make, and sell beaded jewelry. The goal of Crafted is to help unique individuals express themselves through one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces. My target market for Crafted is primarily Clark students, specifically feminine presenting college-age students who enjoy expressing themselves through their clothing and their accessories, many whom identify as queer or gender nonconforming and are artsy, creative, and support sustainability and small businesses. Specifically,
my target market chooses crafted rather than other jewelry businesses that are on campus, because I cater towards all the unique styles and aesthetics of many people, especially for the queer community. There's so many different and unique styles and aesthetics that I like to represent through my jewelry. For my objectives, I have increased sales and revenue, to grow a brand image on campus, increase custom orders, and social media growth. Through this marketing plan with 6 channels, I will achieve that. Starting with my branding, I want to focus on creating a logo, getting specific colors and fonts that are all cohesive and look very nice, and which I will carry over into my social media, where I want a cohesive feed with posting every day, through which I will make sure of with a content calendar. And I want to post content related to my own jewelry, but also like holidays and anything relating to my customer, to kind of create like a connection with them as well. And for my website, I will create weekly blog posts on behind the scenes of jewelry making and behind the brain of an entrepreneur and a jewelry maker. For my advertising, designing my own flyers for around campus, and advertising my business through newsletter ads, through other places on campus. And for events, there are plenty of pop-ups on campus, including pop-ups for National Women's History Month and Earth Day, and also I want to get involved in other Worcester craft fairs as well, and advertise that through my social media, and possibly collaborate with a thrift store and do workshops. And finally, for digital marketing, I will create an email list where I will send out monthly newsletters, giving a behind-the-scenes look, like the blogs, and advertising my custom jewelry, and any events that are coming up that month. Here's an example of my content calendar. Also, that's my current social media up there. I want to improve that through this content calendar, where I have a few examples of what those posts might look like for like a week in March. And my KPIs include Instagram engagement, revenue, sales volume, custom orders counts, and returning customers. For my Instagram engagement, my goal is to reach 500 followers and average of 60 likes or more per post by the end of the year. Revenue, my goal is to reach $80 to $200 a week through the pop-ups and thrift store by the end of the year. And sales volume, I hope to get 5+ pop-up customers a week and 10+ thrift store customers a week. And I want to get to 3 to 5 custom orders a month, depending on the size of them as well. And finally, for returning customers, I hope that 1 out of 8 of my customers make a second purchase or more. My expected outcome is increased sales and revenue, increased Instagram engagement, more custom orders, brand identity, and loyal customers. But overall, I want to help my fellow Clark students really express themselves and be who they are and identify that with my brand. That's how I want my brand identity to come through. It's not just the logo and the colors, but also who I am and what I want to help other students do through something as simple as jewelry. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for such a great presentation. Judges, what are your thoughts?
So my first question for you is, a lot of this is centered around Clark and being a student here. What are your marketing goals for the company after Clark? Like, you know, who are you speaking to after that? Is it always going to be college students, or do you want to grow and expand beyond that and market to more people?
So after Clark, that's definitely something I will look into later in the future if that is something I want to do. If I do, then of course I'll further kind of look at my stats and understand how I can spread that into the real world through maybe like Depop or Etsy, stuff like that, or collaborate with other people. But right now, my goal is to market to Clark students, as that's what I've been doing, especially because my target market is very much Clark students, as it's a pretty specific group, I guess.
Okay.
You're literally learning on the job, which I find really fascinating. And I'm curious about your own education, about as to how you should be marketing yourself. You have a lot of ideas there, and I'm curious what's maybe the primary lesson that you've learned so far for yourself about what you should be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is learning on the job. I mean, I'm a marketing major, but I'm just now getting into that. So I didn't realize how much marketing I've been learning while doing this because I started it last year, my freshman year. And I kind of noticed myself doing things such as like dressing more like my target market, which was something unique I didn't realize I was doing, like trying to wear more of my jewelry and dress more like artsy and creative, which I do identify with that group as well, but I try not to wear anything too like, you know, slouchy or whatever when I go to pop-ups and I'm showing myself off. And also like displays. I started off with like cardboard displays as I started off doing it with an entrepreneurship class. And then when I realized I wanted to keep doing it, I got more, I guess, nice looking displays. And also just being friendly with people. I consider myself an introvert, but I've had a good time like talking with people and learning about my customers, and that's kind of how I learned more about my target market. I feel like I'm very familiar with them.
Thank you. I appreciate you pitching. If you could go back to your marketing plan, I think so the majority of this seems fairly low cost.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to do. It's not, I mean, I would imagine most of it's low cost. I guess, what have you done so far? And like, what have you done so far? And you know, I guess what's stopping you from achieving the rest of this and doing it, you know, kind of just finishing off the marketing plan now?
Like budget-wise or?
Just in general. I guess like, I want to know what you've already done.
Okay.
And the blunt way to ask it is like, why haven't you done all of it yet?
Mm-hmm. I guess out of pure busyness and focusing on school and all of that, and also I didn't really think this was going to become a big thing when I started it. I was just doing it because it was a requirement of the class.
It's a good answer, by the way. You didn't think you were going to have to market your products, and now you do. It's
Yeah. And so I was like I said, I was kind of marketing without trying, so that was kind of how I was marketing. And then especially through this pitch, actually, I kind of wanted to, I'm doing this kind of for my business too, to kind of focus on what I need to do, because I didn't really focus on these things, and I know I should. And so, yeah, I guess, like, I have my social media, but I haven't been posting consistently, or, like, with a good brand, I've kind of been switching up my logos a lot, and I can't, like, decide on one. But also, I do enjoy graphic design, so I'm excited to get into that and design my own posts and flyers and my logo and all that. And I know Vince, like, I'm an introvert, so it's a little bit hard to get myself out there. This is also putting myself out of my comfort zone. So this is kind of part of the process of doing that, is getting out more and meeting new people and networking and stuff as well. And yeah, the whole email list, kind of, I learned through this process as well, realizing that would be a good idea, because I didn't really know I could do that. And yeah, and I know
those are all good answers, by the way. That like you're like learning as you go, and I think, you know, to Jim's point, like you're figuring this out as you're doing it, right? And I think that it's a good answer to say, you know, I haven't marketed yet because I didn't know I had to, because the business kind of started by accident, and now I have to, and I'm trying to figure it out, and that's why I'm asking for a plan. I think that's a phenomenal answer.
I like the fact that this tonight is part of your marketing plan.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well done.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think we need to take a quick 60-second
60-second
break. Yeah, and we are halfway through, so why don't we just take a few minutes if anyone needs to run to the restroom or anything?
Yeah.
I am always amazed at the potential of Clark businesses. Like, it's truly incredible.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm back. Right, oh, hang on, maybe. What?
Moving on, up next we have Kavita. Hi, my name is Kavita. So my product is Vital Fit. It's an app that takes Ayurveda, which is from my country, and it gives a holistic, the app will focus on holistic development, like food, consultation, and fitness. And it will focus more on the lifestyle problems that we have nowadays that include blood pressure, diabetes, thyroid problems, PCODs. So it's more focused on that. So my ideal customer would be anyone who wants to change their food habits, maybe doesn't want to go to the gym, doesn't want to exercise that bad, but still wants to make lifestyle changes to reduce maybe the medication or other things. And also, this would also include people who want to just live healthy, but okay, maybe they're not aware of the food habits, because ultimately you are what you eat. So most of the people are not aware of how much calories they're taking or what is the kind of nutrition they're having. So this would be my target audience. My competition would be, so I've seen apps that focus only on exercising. I've seen apps that only are food related, or they are focused on yoga. So my app integrates all the three things together. The pricing for my application would be a freemium model. So initial first month would be free. After that, we would be charging them a premium based on the services that they need. So they can choose from basic and they can upgrade depending on what type of services they require. There would be paid workshops where you could have like a consultation with a nutritionist, you could have consultation with a yoga expert, see what works, or a physiotherapist. So there would be different consultation with the add-ons. They can pick and choose whatever they want. Also, another thing would be cross-selling, where they can buy or order the products online, which would be fitness-related, like yoga mats, whatnot. They can order that stuff. That would be also our pricing. That would be our revenue streams. The channels that I plan to use is, initially I want to have a website, and which is also related to the application. So the app would have like a smaller version of the website, and also there would be a lot of blogs giving you information about the food, the lifestyle, and what seasonal changes, the food habits,
So all that would be in our blog. We would also have a marketing list giving them information about this. Another thing would be the social media. So social media would include fitness videos, Instagram, Facebook, and also influencer marketing. SEOs would be the Google SEOs we would be using for the website, so driving traffic from the website to the application. We would also have events and workshops related to the same things. Now, I would also focus a bit on promotions. So maybe the initial consultation that we are giving would be free. After that, it would be chargeable. There would be discounts offered if you are upgrading maybe to an annual membership. There would be contests, giveaways. Another main would be our referrals. You would get referral every time you refer to a customer. And there would be pop-ups and events that would be from time to time. Thank you.
Thank you for such a great presentation. I
It's
love
really
this kind of
short.
fitness app. It is very short, but I think it's short and simple. Judges, what are your thoughts on this?
So what I'm curious about is like, what is your outcomes and KPIs? I think you kind of skipped over that a little bit. So can you just walk us through what that looks like?
So outcome would be basically, ultimately it would be for the customer to develop, download the app and the paid subscription that he's doing. Increase sales by downloading the app and subscription. That
So
would be a model.
then the KPIs aspect of that, like how are you tracking that? Like what are your goals? Can you put specific numbers to the goals for the KPIs that you have?
So this is a concept app. I do not have any specifics on that because it's not launched.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is like, you know, you can just say, you know, I plan to get 100 downloads through my social media marketing, just for example for you.
Yeah, I've researched on that. So the SEOs and all would cost me like $15 to $20, and my pricing plan was to have the initial base subscription of like $15, and then a premium subscription of $30, and then have an annual subscription also.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
This is a really crowded market, you know, any kind of fitness, anything, right? And I'm curious, your competitors will be doing the same things that you're doing as far as how you're going to market this. And so what's your strategy when you're up against all of these other apps and all of these other fitness gurus who are trying to do things? What really is going to set you apart marketing-wise?
So our focus mainly is on the lifestyle problems that you have, specifically like diabetes, PCODs, thyroid problems. So basically we would actually talk with the nutritionist and give them a dedicated plan. So that would be our USP. So it's not just downloading the app and following up, just following the steps which are on the app. So it's basically also consultation, which is offline. So that is what is different.
So who is your target market?
Target market, people who are having lifestyle problems, like I said.
That's what I mean. So like, okay, so how would you quantify that? Like, you could say that everyone's having lifestyle problems. Everyone has some lifestyle problem.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you narrow it more specifically so that you can tell me who you're going to market to? Because if, like, so imagine, right, that I'm a social media manager, and your job is to tell me, here's my marketing plan to market this product online. Our market is anyone willing to change. Like, that's not a market. Right, so I want to understand exactly who that person is. How old are they? Where do they live? What do they look like? Like what describes that person beyond just somebody who's willing to change?
So somebody who is like maybe 30 and above, because that's when you have most of the problems coming into the lifestyle. So it's also because of the sedentary lifestyle and everything. So the target market would be anyone who's going to a doctor or having thyroid problems every day, or maybe going and having diabetes shots every day. So that would be my target market.
And do you think that people, the people that are sedentary or diabetic or living lifestyles which are not conducive to like extreme health, what encourages you that they will be willing to download a health and wellness app, and that they'll be willing, like why if they haven't been willing to make a change their whole life, why would they be willing to make the change with your app?
So the plan is not just telling them that, okay, have this medicine and this is what will help you manage your diabetes. So it's slowly, the small things that you change in your life, ultimately that will give you a better result. So initially when I'm giving them the free model, I'm telling them try it out for a week, for a month. And maybe have yoga sessions or just change your diet a bit. So just have small changes, and if you see the effect, then you can actually take a premium model. So if he's willing to take the chance for a month, then he can actually, like he or she can actually change and pay the premium.
So you mentioned also like, you know, a lot of this is around people with health problems. Do you plan to do anything, you know, like partnering with doctors or medical practices as part of your marketing plan? Because I think, you know, your marketing plan is great, but it's a lot of like digital marketing. So how else, like what other channels can you use to bring
I
people
was
in?
also targeting gyms, but I am not sure of the legal implications about approaching doctor on prescription, so I've not skipped that.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it's great to see how all of these are coming along super well. Up next we have Sahana.
Hi everyone. So this is my application idea, which is like a baby to me. It's not yet seen the world, so I'll get the stroller later, Gaurav. And this application is called Vanderwise. So this is like discovering, connect, and also Wander. So this application is based on combining the travel experience with an AI. So where you will customize your own travel based on your preferences, like what you really want to, where you want to go, book your tickets, like on the daily basis. Like you don't want to pre-plan or overthink of where you want to travel. So this mostly, I think I have to build it by doing it with the travelers community building, where I wanted to bring travelers to form into a community where they can do hikings, like events, like local events, or any most informed or getting bored, I want to go out, so I can just look into my app and you can go out and meet new people, social networking, and do this fun activities. So this is so much flexible, and also where you can also tailor our own journeys, like where we want to plan, where you want to stay, or something like where you want to go. So that is the basic thing of this app. So on this app, we also like trying to bring in most informed assistants, and also keep updated of local events, and also what is happening, any cultural events, or what is happening nearby and in and around us. So apart from being like on mostly focusing on travel, I want to bring in SOS, like where travelers get to have an emergency support, where people who has an application of this will get nearby, will get notified of the people who are in need of help. So this mostly marketing was of this app. We are focusing on the content creators of and also get inspirations like from who are all already travel content creators. So we are going to bring them here into this app to post their own traveling, and also to get hidden gems and also their recommendations curated. So this personalization and recommendations are to be like most like personal preferences. Like today I want to go out, or like I want to stay alone, like I wanted to explore only local events and just go for shopping, I can do it by my application. So who doesn't want to dream big? So to collaborate with the brands, I wanted to do it with Booking.com or Airbnb, and partnerships like something like that, to where I can do my marketing campaigns in their applications, and also collaborate with them to book tickets like flights or anything like a hotel or hidden gems of where I want to stay. So that is something I want to showcase. And also another one is to make travelers to be more informed on the events and also attractions, like to gain more insight valuables, like in and around, as I have come here as an international student, I don't know where I want to go, like new places or something. There might be hidden gem in Worcester, so I wanted to go. So I wanted to know about that, so I wanted to bring those kind of things into my application to notify me. So another one of the Wonderwise is to bring the solutions like not only to cater personalized recommendations but also to cater to the events and also make more. It doesn't come into a single category of age, gender or something. It also comes into the place of different things like where pre-pandemic and also post-pandemic we have a lot more travelers. So it's of $1 trillion business like through Statistica we can know. So I think it can be done through post-pandemic we have lot of more destination weddings or something way too big. So this market is so huge, so we cannot bring it into one category of age or something like gender based or something. So I wanted it to be more useful to the more number of people who can be like travelers who want to explore. That's it.
So much. We would absolutely love to see more, but as usual, it is time to hear from the judges.
Yeah.
So if you could go back to your market target slide, I just want to clarify a couple things because I was confused. So it was like you had the circle with the 3 things coming out of it. And then I want to ask, okay, so yeah, so under target audience, you just, you wrote age category audience under target audience. I'm unclear what you mean by that. It sounds like you just defined the term. The same with content calendar. Like you wrote content calendar, marketing schedule. Like those are the same things. I don't exactly understand what your target audience is or what your content calendar is. And I would appreciate it if you could provide some clarity to both of those points, please.
So the thing is like for age category, as we can like mainly focus on the age of 22 to 35, but it is we cannot like bring it into one system of category because there might be the travelers who might be the retired peoples who might be traveling. So it cannot be categorized into one single term of age. So that is one thing, and also the another thing is like a marketing schedule. As far as it is like I haven't been, it's still in the initial stages. So marketing schedule, we are planning to be like mostly catering to the audiences who are more into travel.
So I guess just a quick question. Like I appreciate the business, I understand it. What is your marketing plan to market this business?
To do the email writings or to do the marketing campaigns, and also like to do it like mostly like getting an to get an feedback from the people who are using this application and focus on to get more ratings from Google Play Store or something like that.
I want to make sure the other judges have a chance to ask questions. I will add one point, and I think that, and I like your idea a lot, and I think that you're at the early stages of what could become a very successful company. So I would just advise you to like really give this some thought because, I asked you what's your marketing plan,
Yeah.
and one of the things you said in your answer was marketing campaigns, which is right. So like. What are those marketing campaigns? What are you selling? Where are you going to put them? Are they going to be on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn? And what's going to be in them? And who are they for? Like those are all the questions that I want answered that unfortunately I don't feel were answered tonight.
Okay, so actually it's also like to do it in Instagram and also bring in more like collaborating with the influencers to do it, so like to post their to post our application like how they used it in Instagram, Facebook and stuff, but also we are also trying to focus it on to cater it like to showcase our application pop-up advertisement in websites where people who are traveling will look into. So that is also one of the place where we are also focusing to market ourselves.
Yeah, so just to like bounce off of Max, I think what he's just getting at is like you're listing all the things, but we want to know like specifically like what are you posting on Instagram? Like, I just came back from a trip through a travel company, and I would be a great target audience for your app because I want to travel and I'm young and I want to see all these things. But like, I guess the real question is like, can you provide an example of like one specific post or one specific campaign? What does that look like? What is that made of? Like, what's within that, and how is that reaching your specific target audience of some of those age groups that you mentioned?
So actually we are planning like to do like giving a discounts or something like that, and also like you can do a to-do list, like something like today I wanted to do plan to travel here or something like that. So we are planning to do we are planning to tell our influencers or something. We are collaborating to showcase those things to where they can showcase that we are traveling like a stress-free, like not overthinking and stuffs, like where we can cater our own travel experience by ourselves without stressing out like whether we buy tickets or not, or something like so much into a place. So that's the thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
This is a great idea for traveling. I love to travel when I get the chance, of course. All right, up next we have Kai.
Hello, my name is Kai Cecil, and I'm presenting Promethean Threads, a clothing company that raises funds for Alzheimer's organizations that provide care and resources for families. We provide stylish clothing that both builds awareness and raises funds for a great cause. So my target market, like I said, I'm an Alzheimer cause-based business. So I'm going to be targeting people who have family, friends, and spouses who have Alzheimer's. So this is going to be late 20s to 60s, 70s, 80s. And also people who have enough money to spend and donate and give, because my clothing is priced a little more than your average Walmart shirt because I'm giving to a cause. That's the whole point. My marketing plan. So these people are going to want information and resources to navigate this troubling situation. So I want to make a blog to give them this information and these resources, and it also creates links back to my website and makes it more credible and will rank my website higher. And as I sell only on my website, this is key for getting more people and traffic to the website. Also, when they get to that website, I'll collect their email and put them on the emailing list where I can send them direct mail, as well as a newsletter to give more of that resources and information, as well as having access to a subscription for people who want to donate more. I will also use social media, mainly Instagram and Facebook, but focusing especially on Facebook for that older market. I will post events I'll be at, products, more information, because that's what they're going to be really wanting to. And of course, I'll have links to my website. Get those people on that website. And then also, because I have a personal connection to this cause, my grandmother has Alzheimer's, so I want to connect with these people. I understand what they're going through, so I want to do that through media, like being on the E&I podcast, for example, to start, spread awareness about the topic, get it out there. Also going to events. So this is a fashion event I went to, so I can connect with people in the industry, get my business cards circulating out there with a QR code going right back to that website, get those sales. And also, I want to plan events in nursing facilities and connect those families with memories that they can make with their loved ones as those loved ones lose their memories. And also through my branding. So Promethean touches on the Prometheus myth from Greek mythology, where he brings fire down to humanity to give them light and warmth, and I want my flame to signal that same thing for Alzheimer's care. I want people to think of me as someone bringing them hope and light and giving them a chance to connect and do something good to navigate this situation. Also using black and gold to show quality. And my outcome, so I want to again get everything back to that website. My email, links to the website, my social media back to the website, the blog, making the website more accessible as I'm selling on there. And I'm hoping that with all the information and connecting through events, I can get customers who are loyal and advocate for my brand. They see me as someone who's dedicated to the cause, who they can trust, and who they want to keep buying from to help support in the smaller way, because they might not be able to donate a ton of money. Thank you. This is a QR code to my website, and these are my socials.
Sure, I think personalized marketing, you have a personal story, which is very powerful, and I think it can go a long way. I'm curious, if someone buys an article of clothing, where does this is really, this is probably not much of a marketing thing. I'm curious, people want to know, part of your marketing will be, where does this money go? How does it get there?
Okay, so I'm selling my stuff for about $30, it costs about $15, so I make about $15 profit. I'm planning to give like $3 per item. And I'm currently starting with 2 chapters of the Alzheimer's Association. That way I can make like a bigger impact as I start out, and I can see what that's doing. So I'm starting with the Massachusetts and Indiana. Indiana because that's where my grandmother lives, and Massachusetts because that has a big life science center, and I can reach it while at Clark. So I guess I'm donating straight to there. How I would show that, I'm not totally sure. I could put it in the order when someone orders. I could put it like a signed confirmation that the money did go there. And I also plan to have like a link on my website that they can donate directly to it. And also work with the Alzheimer's organization directly, like speak to those people, and see if I can get some collaborations going on with like social media and events. But I just haven't done the logistics totally yet.
That's great, thank you.
So I know like you're really saying like everyone's gonna go to my website. So you have 1 or 2 products on your website. Do you have any way to capture and generate leads from your website? So if I don't want to buy a shirt right now, but maybe I want to buy a shirt 6 months from now, how are you going to retain me as a lead?
Okay, so that's why I want to collect the email, because I want to get the email so I can direct an email like reminding them, but also the newsletter, because even if they can't engage by purchasing, they can access the information and resources, and then at a later date, if they get that weekly, they're going to be like, oh yeah, and then they can go back, and I'll have in that newsletter, I'll have like new products and like links to my website and like maybe a discount. So yeah, that's how I'd probably do that.
So then what I'm saying is like, how are you capturing the emails other than just having a thing that's like, sign up for our newsletter? Like, do you have anything enticing, like a pop-up, which you should talk about, but you know, like something that makes people want to give you their email?
Well, I could use Bellwether, for example, because I have a social cause, so that would actually work perfectly. That's one thing I could do. Also, offering discounts through that could be a way to do that. Through Facebook, also, I could collect maybe like phone numbers and have more actionable things like that. I don't know. Yeah, just gotta answer that question.
Why aren't you wearing your brand?
That's a good question. So I made my one design. I ordered a sample, but I was maybe gonna change it a little bit. So
okay.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
No, well, you should rep your brand because
that's true. That's true.
If you can't sell yourself on it, you're not gonna sell anyone else on it.
Yeah.
I think that overall you did well. I'm curious what your primary objective is with the marketing plan. I understand what you're doing, but I would have liked more on how you plan to measure these results and these initiatives. And if you could speak a little bit about like if you have a plan to measure kind of these actions that you've outlined, I'd like to hear about it.
Definitely. So I just started this business really recently, so it's very like on the ground kind of thing. So I'd probably measure it by increased followers on Facebook and Instagram, like 100. I think in the next couple months would be great. Obviously sales, if that goes up. Emails, the more emails I get, I mean, I just measure it by number of emails, number of followers, number of sales. If I get engagement on like likes and comments, I could do it through that as well. Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks, Kai.
Such an incredible presentation. As someone who also has family affected by Alzheimer's, like this is just fantastic. All right, up next we have Neil.
Just give me 1 second to set up.
Hi everyone, my name is Neil Kumar, but today you know me as Masala King. I'm a music producer and I produce music for artists, brands, and influencers all around the world for the past 5 years, making artists the music that they want to hear and making you the music that you want to hear as well. Now, our mission at Masala King is to bring cultures together and share what it's like being a producer from the ground up while also creating a community for producers and artists to collaborate together and make music together. We have done this process and we have collaborated with artists and producers across 11 different countries and 4 different continents. Now, going into the industry, the music industry is a very profitable industry. It has $26.2 billion in the music revenue, and 30% of it was in the hip-hop and R&B genres, which are the 2 genres that I make music in the most, and $4.5 billion was given to independent artists, which made 50% of Spotify's payouts. Now, through my marketing plan, I will utilize 3 different plans of live streaming, content creation, and utilizing collaborators and their feeds. Firstly, through live streaming. I will live stream my process through Twitch and TikTok. On Twitch, there are 140 million monthly users and 30 million daily users. On TikTok, there are 1 billion active users on the platform. Now, going off of that point, on live streaming, I'll be able on Twitch to communicate with the chat, where people that are viewing me on Twitch, they'll be able to communicate with me, making a very interpersonal live stream. And then through TikTok, donations on the platform will make me do certain things. If somebody was to donate a galaxy, that will make me restart a beat from scratch, or if somebody was to donate a rose, that will make me restart the layer I'm creating. Where Twitch, I'll be able to connect with the people and they'll be able to ask questions, answers, and things like that. And on TikTok, they'll be able to actually dictate where the streams go and how long the streams last. Through the streams, I'll be able to post the content of live streaming. Right now, I've surpassed 40,000 views on TikTok and 70,000 views on Instagram. A large majority of my viewers are in the 18 to 24 age range. It's a very important demographic as it dictates the type of content I create and who I should be creating my content for. The vast majority of the people in the 18 to 24 age range access their content through TikTok and Instagram as well. Now, I've showed you about what I do and why I do it, but now I want to show you how I do it. My process of making music is a very collaborative process. As I work with a lot of producers, the very first thing I do is I go on producer communities on Discord, finding melodies that I enjoy, and downloading them on my digital audio workstation, adding plugins, effects, or various different things, and turning a melody into a full beat with drums, instrumentals, layers, and making an artist add their vocals, and then it's a full song. I then sell that on a website, BeatStars, with 2 million other producers, where it allows us to have an equal playing ground and ability to see trends of what's popping, what's not, and also sell leases of my beats, where I get to keep the full copyrights, publishing, and distribution of the beats themselves. Now, all my goals are 3 goals I have, with reach and streaming working in tandem with each other, and then eventually creating an album. Through increased posting, consistent streaming, and consistent posting together, they'll work together, and I'll be able to collaborate with producers and artists in a studio or making beats, and create a community in the process for producers to collaborate. Just like the community that I access melodies from, I'll be able to create my own community for a lot of people to work together and make more music, while also bridging gaps between India and the US, which is my dream. Now, right now, my current revenue is $850, but right now I am able to make 2 beats a week. And if I sell them at $75, which is the most common package sold on the platform, I can make $6,300. But with an increased reach and increased consistent streaming, reach, and eventually creating an album and collaboration, I'll be able to have $42,000 with 2 beats selling at $500. Now, 5 to 15% of viewers pay their streamers. Right now, I have 75 followers on the platform. If they're consistently watching my content, I could make anywhere from $1,800 to $5,400. But if I have 500 viewers, I'll be able to have $13,000 to $78,000, which is where I believe the company can go 1 year from now, 2 years from now, or anywhere in the future, as there are huge numbers of people that are on both TikTok and Instagram and Twitch as well. Thank you for listening. My name is Masala King, and I would love to answer any questions that you may have.
I'll start, I guess. Can you go back to the slide with the beats pricing?
Yes.
So I think like my main takeaway from the presentation is you did a fantastic job like presenting, very well spoken, but I'm not getting as much like marketing out of it. It's a lot of like what your plan is, what you're doing, what you're working on. So can you just kind of walk us through like, all right, so you have these beats that you can sell for like $75, and then you talked about selling them for $500. So number one, how are you selling them now? How do you plan to market them? And then how do you plan to have that much of a price increase and still market it in the same way, or do you plan to market it differently?
Absolutely. So right now, since it's a very profitable industry, and there are, just alone from this platform, there are 2 million producers. There are lots of producers, and to be noticed on the platform, and to be noticed as a music producer in the space, you have to have a large clientele and catalog of people to work with. On BeatStars, it's a very easy way for underground artists all the way to very big artists to work with me. So utilizing this platform allows me to sell leases of the beats rather than just the actual beats. So if I sell leases of the beats, if you are an introductory level artist, you can get an MP3 file of my beats. There are certain usage terms below that every person can see. But let's say you are a big artist and you want to be the only one that has my beat, then you would get an exclusive license. So getting different license will get you certain different things. You can see the MP3 file, a WAV file, which is the industry standard audio file, or the individual audio files, where if you're in a music studio and you want to mix and master the levels with your vocals, that's where you would get a track out lease. So it allows the ability for me to work with a large number of artists from big to small, creating not only a catalog where I'm just focusing on very big artists when I don't have a name for myself, where I can big a large catalog and bring producers up and bring artists up. And by collaborating, I'm also able to be on my collaborators' feeds. So the person that you heard the beat earlier today, this was Glasba, where I outsourced my melody, and he was one that made the melody, and this beat is on his platform as well. So people that he's worked with and people that want to work with him can see that he worked with me, and they can get access to the beats that I create as well.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Curious how you're going to make TikTok work for you, how you maximize TikTok, and are you afraid that TikTok is going away in this country? Possibly. I hope not.
Political platform there is.
So if I go,
now that Twitter is X, I don't know.
They made it illegal in the.
So if I go back to here, I love making content and short version content. So right now with my plans is through streaming, accessing specific clips on my streams, I'll be able to post those clips individually on TikTok, while also creating a semi-long-term video. It could be like 1 minute long, and of showing the process of start to finish of what it's like making a beat. Right now it takes me around 15 minutes to an hour and a half to make a beat. It goes in any different range depending on how much I care about the beat and what my goals are for creating that beat. And so utilizing that, I'm able to create content, short version content or long version content on TikTok and Instagram through Reels and short version content. Even if TikTok was to go away, I could utilize Instagram Reels, where I have a much larger platform, and I could also utilize YouTube Shorts as well, which is another very big way for people in the music industry to be seen.
So I noticed your engagement on TikTok and Instagram is low. You're reaching 630 accounts with 1,500 followers. The marketing experts can advise on whether or not that's actually low, but I think that could be work on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell you, I think I want to understand exactly who your audience is, because I appreciate the information on you and your story, and I also appreciate the age demographics, but I want to know exactly within that 18 to 24 range, like who are they? Who's your follower? Who's your listener? Who's watching your content?
Do you listen to music?
I do listen to music.
You would be somebody that would be, I would be wanting to have my content be driven towards. You know, music is listened to everyone, and even though my age demographic is of 18 to 24, that is just of the content side. When it comes to the creation of beats and who I want to sell my beats to, there's no age range, as I just want to sell my beats to artists in general, specifically artists, and it goes into specifics based on the genre of the beats I create. So R&B beats or hip-hop beats, Afro beats, indie pop, rock, etc. And it allows me to work with not only a small demographic of people, but to change my demographics constantly and being able to have my reach be easily adapted depending on the goals of the specific beats.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation. As a musician myself, I love being able to see my peers flourish.
What kind of musician are you, Tori?
I'm a vocalist, but I also write my own music. Nothing released quite yet, still working on
You
it.
just sing for us at the end.
Oh, goodness me.
She was singing over here a bit ago, I heard you.
All right. Our last, most certainly not least presenter, it's actually someone I had the privilege of getting to know some of their ideas already during my initial audition. All right, let's hear it for Ana Gabriela.
Did you bring us your food?
Yes, you're trying them right
Oh,
there,
that's
right
it.
now.
Okay,
Yes. So, hello everyone. My name is Ana Gabriela Santana. I am an international student from Brazil, and I came here just 2 years ago. And one of the most difficult things I found was trying to keep contact with my culture and something that is very important to me, and I feel like many people here, is food. So, trying to think about how to keep connected to my culture and kind of understand myself in this American culture, I started doing Brazilian brigadeiros, which are the things that you tried today. And it just brought me so much joy to be cooking something from my hometown, and not my hometown, my home country. And just being able to spread that joy with so many people, my friends, you guys. I've heard so many people talk about, oh my God, this is amazing. And that fills me with so much joy. And I kind of wanted to expand this idea that I can make food from my home country and expand to the Clark community, but I want other international students to have that opportunity as well. That's where International Food Hub comes in. It's a space for international students to make and sell cultural dishes to the Clark and Worcester community. What would be my target audience? Geographically, we're kind of limited to Clark University and Maine South Worcester. And my psychographics would be people that value international cuisines, people that are open-minded to trying different kinds of food, and enjoying ethnic food. A little bit of my consumer data, just so you guys kind of get the end of my presentation on my numbers. 68% of Clark students leave on campus, and we have to eat. And sometimes the options here are not as diverse, and this is where we come in. And 30% of these students, that roughly 4,000 students at Clark, 30% of those are international students that most likely share this feeling of wanting some home-cooked meal. So what would be my integrated marketing strategy to move this along? I am focusing on public relations, digital marketing, social media, a website, and advertising. So for public relations, going to events like this one, having my sweets right there, and but what I would incorporate to this would be having a business card with a QR code that would send you to a mailing list, where we would send you the menu of the week in our International Food Hub, as well as like more information on the cultural dishes that we have this week. In addition to that, the guest speaker events I would do would be ISSO, International Student Association, people in the Mosaic group, which are like ethnic groups on campus, and many other opportunities like the E&I podcast and Clark U Radio. I am a Clark student, so I have those resources, and I'm trying to get the most of it. In terms of digital marketing, having a website is very important. And in terms of SEOs, I want to build as much as I can. And going again on the resources I already have, E&I has a mailing list of 700 people. I can kind of have Teresa Quinn right here and kind of use that mailing list and really focus on expanding, as in the QR code for my business cards will be people trying to go into that mailing list and just improving and also working on my SEOs on the website. And the information on the website would be menu, mailing list with sale promotions. So why would you go into the mailing list? Like a 10% discount or any different kind of sales promotion, buy one, get one. Who knows? In terms of advertising, using Google Ads and paid advertising, I would target this market like more location-wise, so Clark University, Maine South Worcester, maybe some people that research a lot of international cuisine. And in terms of advertising, I also want to have like stickers with the logo and also in the packaging. For social media, personal stories is captivating. Tim Halley talks about storytelling, and yes, and
I do.
and it's just captivating, and it's what we see in social media that people engage with.
Great. I absolutely hate to cut you off. Thank you so much for this incredible presentation. Let's hear it again for Anna. Duncan, what are your thoughts on this?
So very well spoken, great job. I'm really excited about your business. You mentioned SEO a lot, but you didn't tell us what you're doing for SEO. So do you want to just kind of expand upon that?
Yes, for sure. I feel like there are specific words targeted to food and just people at Clark. So I want like the first search engine for when you search like Brazilian sweets, you have International Food Hub as one of the top ones there. So just trying to find specific words and specific forms to travel together as much traffic to our website to what we are providing. So I am still in the initial terms of marketing, but I just want to get my name out there and get the project out there. And I feel like it's important to target those because I search food near me a lot. So I would want that to be one of the first things that pop up.
So for me, that makes me think like, do you plan to make a Google business profile as well? Because usually that's like what comes up first, even above all the SEO type stuff.
I would definitely need to check the financials on that. I don't know how much.
It's free.
But so
It's
yes.
free.
Why not?
I got you covered.
Incredible. I feel like what I can get my name out there and use the marketing tools out there, that's I want to impact as many people as I can. And as an international student that faces some difficulties in terms of work due to visa restrictions, I want to be able to provide this feeling for other international students to be able to be entrepreneurial. So it's not only about making food, but also about creating opportunities.
So I know you have this slide up and you didn't get to talk about it. I'd just like if you could very briefly walk us through your KPIs and how you'll be measuring your outcome for this.
Yes, thank you so much for that opportunity. So I don't have an Instagram account yet, but what I think is 1K in a year. We are 4,000 students at Clark, 30% of those are international students. If I get every single one of my international friends, and I am in the e-board for the International Student Association, we have nearly 1,000 followers on our Instagram. I'll just really work on getting this amount. So 30% of 4,000, that's 1,200 people. So I can be a very persuasive person. There are a couple of my international friends right there. So, and my parents are watching on the live stream. Oh. Hi, Dad. And in terms of increasing my mailing list, if the amount of events, if I had my website already, I would have a link or a QR code to my mailing list. And through those events, and as I mentioned, in contact with ICEA, ISSO, and so many other organizations on campus, student employment, and SOM, so many different opportunities that I would kind of get traffic to my website, to our social media.
I love that you're marketing to Maine South, which is terrific. Are you doing a market analysis of this area as far as, you know, international residents, specifically for Brazilian heritage? Are you working your way through that as well?
That is a very important next step. I am still in ideation, but definitely I feel like down Main Street, I'm familiarized with many Brazilian places because I'm like, oh, I need some Brazilian food. So but as an international student, I also don't have a car here, don't have a license, so getting to those places is a little hard. So if I had a place right here that I could get some home food, would be incredible.
There is like a community for Maine South. I don't know if you know the name of it. It's like they're trying to make Maine South a better place, basically. So my suggestion for you would be to look them up, get in contact with them, see if you can get involved in any of their events. And then on the SEO aspect, have you heard of SEMrush, SEMrush at all?
Nope, but I can
write
it down.
It's very expensive, but as your business grows, if you really want to focus on SEO, you're going to need some sort of tool, some sort of SEO tool, because it's a lot more than just having keywords on your website. You have to run the analytics on it, do keyword gap analysis with your competitors. So there's a lot that goes into SEO, so I just encourage you to learn more about it when you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I absolutely need to try your food.
They're in the back.
Bring some for us, like, bring more.
Oh, they're
Yes. Yeah, there will be more tomorrow at the Clark Tank Pitch. Yes.
Yes. And by the way, I'm not Brazilian, but I like Brazilian food. You can market to me.
Of course. Anyone that likes different kinds of food or just like a sweet treat here and there.
Yes.
You know?
Brazilian population
How did you convince Quinn to let you update your deck for tonight?
What did you say?
How did you convince her to update the deck?
Actually, it's so good that I used Canva because I just sent the link to the technician.
We went for a throwdown. She had till 2 o'clock to upload it. She uploaded
And I saw it too, and it's different now. So
1:59 it went up. So all this extra gray, her.
1:58.
Let's talk time.
2 minutes.
All
Props
right.
to you.
So
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
that does it. So we're gonna have the judges go deliberate in that room. Yes, and then as soon as you decide, we will come back out and announce the winner. Do you have any questions of us or Deborah before we go?
Get a quick pic of you guys. Yeah, please.
Neil, have you taken your DBU report? Come on, guys. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Really presenting?
You mean you don't have any
Well.
Formatting with chat.
You haven't gotten that going?
But, you know,
Or has just, you haven't gotten the thing going?
usually just sells out. Oh, here we go. But, yeah, maybe be off. Yeah, be off.
Practice that.
Thank you.
I'm coming.
Yes.
Oh, it's totally on camera. The camera just fully saw it. So nobody say it. Still live.
Maybe it will adjust fast enough.
He didn't get it, he didn't get it.
Okay.
So you all three can
Or
get
we
up
all
there?
for
Yes,
this?
Should we
yes,
all?
yes.
Why not?
Max, go ahead.
Go,
You want me to do that? Are you
go
sure?
check,
No,
go
go ahead.
check, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
go
just
check.
stand here for
Say the top
support.
three first, right?
What? Yeah, of course. Okay. We appreciate hearing all of your presentations. It was amazing. There were 3 very clear people who shined that stood out amongst the crowd. Somebody want to say who they were?
Okay. Well, we didn't really decide who was number 2 and number 3, so I'll just say one of them. Neil, you did a fantastic job, so you are among one of the top 3. Congratulations for that.
Where is he?
I think he left.
Well. Okay, great. Nobody knows. Anna Gabriella, you were also incredibly presenting. And while it was not a factor in the deliberations, we really appreciated you bringing samples as well and engaging.
They were very good.
And Nicole, you were tremendous as well, and we were really moved by your personal journey with this, and that you're working to create a viable business on this campus. We love that.
Okay, so should we wait for Neil, or we're just gonna go without him?
Oh.
Where's our photographer also?
Oh, here he is now.
There he is.
Neil,
Hey!
come in.
Hurry up!
You're in the
It's like
fi-
not to.
You're one of the finalists.
You're in the final
You're
three.
But you weren't here!
I was talking to you and you weren't here.
I'm a film student. Do you want me to take photos?
Yes. Okay. So I'll reiterate. Right. There were 3 clear finalists: Neil, Anna Gabriella, and Nicole. The 3 of you guys all stood out. We thought you did amazing. We kind of looked at your holistic presentations to really figure out who stood out. Neil, we think your presentation was amazing. It was probably one of the best in here in terms of presentation value. It had amazing music. You really engaged the room. We felt it was lacking a bit in terms of direct KPIs and actual tactical marketing points. So you're in the top 3, and we think the presentation was phenomenal, and it's a great business. But we want to see more of that in order to award a win for this as a marketing presentation. Which brings us down to the 2 which were hardest to decide between, Nicole and Anna Gabriella.
So Nicole, where are you? I want to talk to you. There you go. There you are. We thought you did a fantastic job. Overall, you really hit on a lot of points when it comes to marketing. You really know your target audience. We're really excited for you to grow your business and hopefully bring it beyond Clark. The only thing that was holding you back was your confidence. So we hope that you come back next year and any other presentation and, try not to say or as much and just own it. Own the room, own the stage, own your business, because you have a fantastic business. You have a great target market. You know who you are. You know who your business is. So take that advice and roll with it and bring it into your marketing plan from this point forward.
And I think from what you said, and from even what I've heard, this is probably one of the first times you ever pitched in public. And you did a really remarkable job. We
Yeah.
understood your business, we understood your value, we understood your mission and what you wanted to do, and we just want to see you own it. You should believe in yourself as much as we believe in your future to be an entrepreneur at Clark and to be able to kind of continue this business, and we just want to see that shine through. So Anna Gabriella, congratulations. And really what put you over the top was your ability to capture every piece of your marketing plan incredibly well.
Congratulations, great job.
We think that you really covered, I mean, you touched on every piece, you touched on every channel, you went above and beyond in terms of talking not only about the channels, but what you plan to do within each of them. You talked about the measurability of the campaign incredibly well. Like you really put a lot of thought into every aspect of the presentation, and we think you did an excellent job, and we're excited to see where you go.
And I'm taking a piece of that to get my hair colored. All those great hair!
Right now, 2 minutes before.
Okay, so
We don't
here,
need to talk
should we?
about
You have to hold it. Yeah, you have to hold it.
A good entrepreneur.
So then move over,
Last minute, something.
so that you're not. No, come this way, so you're not. You're right.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
All of you. All right, let me make sure that's it. Awesome. This has been absolutely fantastic. All right.
All right, now we need
Thank
Deb
you.
in there, we need Deb in there.
Come on, Deb. Thank you so much for this.
We'll do it, we'll turn it this way. We'll do it this way.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, okay. What?
There we go.
I don't think
Perfect.
And now all of you.
One vertical.
And now all of us.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
Can you all fit vertical? Oh, you
I
just
usually
we could
get in
just
the
barely fit vertical.
well, height matters.
It's Wednesday 6 to 9.
Hello.
3 classes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I'm excited to hear your response.
Thank you so much. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Clark King tomorrow morning.
I will tell you, there was a huge shortage of it. I was like, yes, my friends.
Because he was like, oh my god, no way.
Oh my God, I'm happy to talk to you.
I wish I could try. Yes, I don't like things that are too sweet. I really appreciate that.
You did it. You like
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, right across from the fire. I hate them, yeah.